one thing about Mike and Marcie is they're about their friends. And so we said, let's just try to make it a little bigger than just a small group of friends. So they selected you to be here, so you are dear to them. And Priscilla and I are happy to put this on because we consider Mike and Marcie family. And I mentioned earlier that one thing I've learned about myself is the older I get, the more emotional I get. I don't know where that comes from, but you know, we view Mike and Marcie as kids, as our kids. We love them dearly. They're family. And just share a brief little story with you. We were in between homes. We sold our home. Didn't quite time it right. In fact, I think it fell through and we had to buy another house. So we had a little time period we didn't have a home. I had a lot of money in the bank, but I didn't have a home. And Mike and Marcie said, just stay with us. I thought, well, I don't know. Sometimes that's kind of hard, right? We took them up on it, and they had a beautiful guest room, and we had a great time. We were there for 2 weeks. Mike got a little upset with me because I would iron my clothes. And before I'd go to bed, and he would say, no, don't do that. You know? I got a pretty good deal. Don't mess it up, you know? But no, we had a great time, and we got to know them even at a different level. And so to say that they're family is kind of an understatement. We will do anything for you guys. And you had a somewhat rocky road, and we hope you see all these friends here that are your family. We love you dearly, and we want nothing but what's best for you and your kids, and I think that all of us will do anything we can to encourage and help you. A little upset that you moved out of the area, but from what I hear, you got some good friends.
They're odd, though.
I thought that was Arkansas. I may have misunderstood that one. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a few of us come up and say a few things about them. I just basically want to say from Priscilla and I, we love you guys. Happy anniversary. This is a small way of saying how much we care for you guys. Okay.
Larry said that as he got older, he got more emotional. We're the same age, I think.
We are.
But Mike and Marcie, I've already told you this personally. Some of the trials that you've endured in the last several years would drive some couples apart. And I marvel when I watch you that you're more united than ever, and so much so that we kind of take it for granted. But we're here tonight to celebrate that, and we appreciate who you are, we love who you are, and we love you as a couple. And some of the things that I personally observe that I just appreciate and love is watching the two of you as partners parent your 3 children. And you have parented in such a way that you have 3 children who I love as much as I love you. Luke, Sienna, Anna Jolie are amazing children. And I say amazing because I always enjoy being with you. I enjoy your company. And Sienna, you are one of the most creative people I have ever met, and I look forward to the future in seeing what you're going to create in the future, because I know it's only going to get better and better. And Luke, I love playing Monopoly with you. And someday, I'm going to win. But thank you for all you've given to us in our life. And as Larry said, you are family. And we love you, and we feel like it's just a privilege to have you be our family.
Well, having true friends brings so much happiness to your life. And Proverbs 18:24 says that there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother. And that's you, Mike. And It only mentions brothers, but it means sisters too, so same to you, Marcie. We've known Mike and Marcie for a number of years. We've traveled together several places. We've walked the streets of Prague in the Czech Republic, Edinburgh, Dublin. Love the times we walked the streets of London. And Mike will talk about our adventure in the Arsenal pub later. And we've spent nights together where we've had really good conversations and helped each other out, you know, and that's really good, solving problems. And the one thing is, you don't get to choose your family. You know, your family is your family. But you do get to choose your friends. And we've chosen them to be part of our family, you know. We love Mike and Marcie and the kids dearly. And they've been true friends to us. And we look forward to the future, many years together, because the many years in the past has been so good. And just want to congratulate you on 20 years. Really good.
As you probably already figured out, I'm Mike and Marcie's favorite Mexican. Whoa. Woo! I have some competition.
You're my favorite wine-drinking Mexican. I have tequila-drinking Mexicans too.
Mike and I have been good friends, and we've been there through some crazy times, and we've been able to lean on each other, and it's been very nice. And like the brother mentioned in Proverbs, you are that friend. And I know that you see me at my worst, and you see me at my best. So that's true friendship. And I admire the way you're raising your family, your kids. It's very nice. It speaks volumes of the truth and following Jehovah's direction. So just happy to be part of your family and part of your friends. So thank you.
Dear Mom and Dad, you guys are truly the best parents a kid could have. You both always provide everything we need, not just food and clothing, but also moral support and spiritual support. You always find a way to deal with all the problems that come up in our life. And you guys are probably the smartest parents that I could have, and the best couple that there is. But there's bound to be more happy moments and problems too. With our semi-recent decision to move to a new congregation and house in Laguna, going into this decision, we all knew as a family that it would take a lot of sacrifices, and until we moved there, that it would require a lot of driving. Even though it has been hard, you guys are the one thing that has kept me and Sienna to keep going and to make this move. You guys are always there, and you always are supporting us, from school to studying for meeting. Me, Sienna, and Anna Jolie know that you do the best you can to make us happy and to always provide for us. Probably the biggest sacrifice that I have had to make was spending hours looking at model homes. But you guys knew that I was not very happy to look at them, so you guys tried to shorten how many houses we went to each day, and I'm very thankful for that. But that is not the only thing that you guys have given us. You have also taken us on many fun trips. One of my favorite was when we went to New York and saw the Bethels, and we saw how they made the literature and the big machines that clean the floor. Another trip that I enjoyed was when we went to Italy and we saw friends and got a cool experience of what they did in Italy. Thank you guys so much for being so supportive and so giving through everything that we do. I am so grateful for you guys driving us to school every day and for helping me with my math homework, even though it was really hard. Happy 20th anniversary.
My mom and dad are such amazing parents. They are so kind and loving. I know that they really care about me, Luke, and Anna Jolie because they are always doing wonderful things for us. They set such a wonderful example for all of us by showing love to many people and by putting Jehovah first. They have taught us to answer at the meetings and to talk at the door out in service. They do a lot for us. For example, they drive us to Laguna Beach every morning and take us to school, and then they drive back to pick us up. We love them very much. Thank you, everyone, for coming and showing how much you all love them.
Stole my thunder, said everything I was going to say. And I was kind of stressing out when Priscilla texted me and wanted me to say something. I don't have a funny story or anything like that, so I thought I just got to keep this real. And Mary and I got married 35 years ago, and a year after we were married, we moved into the Rowland Heights congregation, and that's when we met Marcie and her family. And Marcie was smaller than Sienna, so we've seen her grow up, and we're very proud of her. And then my first remembrance of Mike was when they were dating, and we were all in Arkansas with Marcie's family, and all of us guys, we took an overnight trip on the river. Remember, we went down the Buffalo River fishing, did an overnight trip in the canoes, and I thought, this guy's kind of boring. Like, he's quiet, he's like real reserved, he didn't say much. But they got married, and it worked out, and we're so proud of them. And then I kind of fast forward like 5 years, and now my kids are teenagers. And every time this group, our old congregation, was very active. They were always having gatherings and parties and something. And every time there was something planned, my teenage kids would ask me, is Mike and Marcie coming? Are they invited? Are they going to be there? And I found out later it's because my son wanted to get a hold of Mike's playlist because he appreciated Mike's playlist. And so we had a lot of fun. And they... But they were very good to our kids, and our kids love them dearly. And to see them grow up now and to have kids of their own. And Tim, you really highlighted how I feel just seeing the difficult times that you guys have had to endure the last few years. It's been tough, but you've obviously stuck together. You haven't let anything come between you. You've relied on Jehovah through everything. And you've also focused on the kids. And Luke and Sienna are amazing kids. I agree with everything else that everyone said. And hands down, Anna Jolie is the cutest girl I've ever known. So they're amazing. But you look around this room, and this is a very small group. But this is your family, and everyone has said that. And we're all here for you. We're so proud of you. We love you. You don't even realize how much support you've provided us. Like, we all have issues. We all have difficulties that we're dealing with. And for Mary and I especially, you guys have been there for us, and we're happy to be there for you. So thanks for having us, and happy anniversary.
My brother. What do I say about my brother? No. It's not that kind of party. No, that's for another party. So my brother, well, I guess tonight the first thing to say about my brother is I think that the best decision he's ever made is sitting right next to him. I have just an amazing sister-in-law. Woo! I thought you guys were emotional. Why am I emotional? No. But really, I mean, look at it. I mean, I don't know how he got her to marry him. I didn't understand it back then, 20 years ago. She's smart, she's creative, she's beautiful, she's such a good mom. I mean, I have to agree with what Tim said. I know I'm partial, but my niece and nephews are, my nieces and nephew they're amazing kids, and it says so much about the two of you and about the job you've done, Marcie. I mean, they kind of made me think, maybe I want kids of my own, And then I had them, and now I see how much work it is. So you guys, it's amazing. So I think, and I look at the life that they've built and created, and I can't imagine what it would look like if he didn't have her by his side. It wouldn't be as beautiful. So I think the first thing to say about him is he was smart even 20 years ago. So now Mike, what do I say about my brother? Oh. So he's my older brother, so I don't know life without him. I mean, he was there for every big event in my life, my baptism, my high school graduation. Looking at those pictures, he's there in all of them, my wedding, my babies, all that fun stuff. And I look at my brother, and he's obviously very dedicated to his family, to his wife. I think everybody here knows he would move mountains for them. So I think that says a lot. They're certainly at the core of his priorities. He's proven to live up to his dedication to Jehovah. I mean, I think everybody here knows they haven't had the easiest time. They've dealt with a lot of bumps in the road in the last few years, but talking to my brother through those things, the one thing he's always come back and told me, he'd be like, oh, well, here's what I'm gonna do. And I'd be like, what? He'd be like, it always came back to, Carrie, this is what Jehovah expects. This is what Jehovah wants us to do. This is how we're supposed to deal with things. And it's been so encouraging for me spiritually to be like, man, that is not the brother I remember when we were teenagers. You know, I mean, it is. It's amazing. He's relied on Jehovah and his family, and it's such a beautiful thing. And then as a friend, they've been amazing friends. I don't need to tell everybody here. I mean, their generosity, their hospitality, I look at how my brother, I've heard stories about a lot of you, and the one thing my brother, you can always feel the love for his friends, the loyalty that they have, and my brother truly wants everybody to be, all his friends to be successful and to succeed. And he's the first one to help if he can. So I think that's just amazing. And then as a brother, good grief. So when we were kids, I think we were kind of oil and vinegar. For sure, look, Marcie's agreeing. Yeah, I'll admit, when they were dating, I told Marcie everything I had to say about my brother, poor guy. Yeah, I warned her. And yeah, we were oil and vinegar. I think the only thing we agreed on is that I thought he was a big dork and he thought I was a big dork. And so last week, funny enough, I was cleaning out my desk and I found some old school pictures of both of us from like high school. And you know what? I think we were both big dorks. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we were both right. But now, you know, especially, you know, getting married, having kids and being adults, I don't think I would have ever believed it when I was a kid, but I look at my brother now and I think all I can say about him is he's the best. You guys are all so lucky to be his friend, but I get to be his sister. So, happy anniversary, you guys are awesome. We love you.
Okay, I'm going to keep it light because everything about Marcie and Mike's already been said. Nothing else to say about that. But I just kind of wanted to share a fun story. One story. No, that I thought you guys might find amusing. So me and Mike, we had a lot of fun together. He was always gracious, taking me to games, things like that. But when we went to the same congregation, we would always try to pioneer once in a while, with each other. And we had a patent on the best way to get time. So there's like you got house to house, impromptu. What else? House to house, impromptu. What else? What else you got? Okay. So we would do something what you call drive-by. We'd sit at Placentia Linda Hospital. Remember this, Mike? Placentia Linda Hospital, and we were just sitting there waiting for people to walk around the parking lot. All right, we'd go drive-by, and then we would drive by. And we would actually talk to them as we're driving by in the parking lot. And then we'd wait for the next person to get out and we'd talk to them. So I just want to share that story. I thought it was kind of cool. But remember, if you do it, you know where it came from.
You are just getting a little taste here of how much you love. And you've done a lot of things for a lot of people that nobody knows about. I think Carrie, you said he's generous. Yeah. I had is it a privilege? Let me think about this one. I was in the spot at the right time when Mike and Marcie were going through things, and elder in the congregation, and Mike and I talk probably every morning. And I saw him go from looking at things from a fleshly standpoint to a spiritual standpoint. And the two of them have taken the high road. And Jehovah will bless them and has blessed them for that. When we do things Jehovah's way, well, we all benefit. We may not understand it at the time because the flesh wants to take over. It wants to react a certain way. And beautiful convention about love, and you're getting a little taste of it right now, that's all. A lot of people love you. A lot of people want this thing in the past, but you have moved forward and you surrounded yourself with positive things. And Jehovah will only continue to bless you for that. And I think the other thing that we sometimes forget about is, I mentioned how generous they are. They literally would give you the shirt off their backs. They really would. And they, what's that? Where's the Mexican? Oh, there he is. And that's a rare thing today, to see that among people. But Jehovah's taught us all to be like that, to be gracious, to be hospitable, and they've learned and they've applied it in their lives, and their kids are just amazing. Priscilla spent quite a bit of time with Sienna and Luke and getting some things ready, and they truly are special kids. So you've done a great job. That's an indication of the spirituality of your family, and it means that Jehovah will continue to bless you forever. So we look forward to spending a lot more time with you, and I think that's all I have to say.
It's going to be very short, because if anyone knows me, I don't breathe when I talk, so about 3 sentences. Everybody here is our family, and it's been hinted to, but we couldn't have gotten through to where we are now without you all. And we feel so, I've been thinking about this day for the past couple weeks, especially sleepless nights, overwhelmed with gratitude for every single person who came here tonight. And everybody's here. That's amazing. And especially to Larry and Priscilla, because you literally blew me away when you told me about this. We weren't planning on doing anything for our 20 other than what we normally do, for reasons you know. But it was the right decision, and it has been the most, it's been a blessing from Jehovah. I try not to use that casually, but it really has. And for the first time in a very long time, a lot of things culminating in this. The move, which was hard because we left so many we loved, and then this night, we're going in a good direction, and we're very happy. Kids are happy, kids are thriving, and that makes us happy. And everyone here, thank you. If I don't get a chance to tell each of you that individually, I'm grateful for you, every single one of you. More than 3 sentences.
Wow.
No pressure.
No pressure.
He doesn't talk about it.
I'm the quiet one.
Not anymore.
Well, first, thank you to Larry and Priscilla. This means so much that you guys were willing to put this on for us, and we really feel the love, and we love you guys, and you guys really are our family. And thank you so much for that, and everyone that helped put this together. They asked us, they told us, invite 50 of your closest friends. So that was fun, and it wasn't as difficult as you might think it was. It was really quick. We came up with 50 people, and it was really fun. We got to pick where everyone sits. But in doing so, I picked a lot of it.
He literally took it from me, and I'm all,
yeah.
Whatever.
But I can't believe it's been 20 years. It's really flown by, and you know, a lot has happened in the past 20 years. And when I look around the room, I see, you know, people that we've been friends maybe just a short period of time, that we've just gotten to know really well, and then some that we've been friends with for decades now. And we've always been there for each other for decades, some of us, through the good times and the bad times. And you know, and going through the list of people and thinking about everyone that was going to be here to celebrate this night, you think about the different hardships that we've all faced. You know, the great, wonderful times and the things that you celebrate, and then, you know, the little bumps and scrapes and scratches that we all get, and the tough things that we all have to go through. But at the end of the day, I think the thing I'm most proudest about is that I'm in this room tonight with all these people that never stop serving Jehovah, despite everything that we've all faced. And almost every single one of us that's in this room has gone through something tremendous. And it's something that I'm very proud to be with you guys tonight. And of course, I love my beautiful wife, and none of us would be here if it wasn't for us getting married 20 years ago and you saying yes out on that little boat in Catalina.
I just wanted to get back to Orlando. I was kind of scared.
And our wonderful children, thank you, Luke and Sienna, for what a wonderful surprise that was to hear you guys' speech. And we love you so much, and I hope you guys also feel the love that's in this room. This truly is family, and it's a wonderful to be a part of this family. And I look forward to the next 20 years. And, you know, hopefully 20 years from now, we've all reached that goal and we're in the paradise serving Jehovah perfectly, and we all look a lot different. But thank you everyone for being here. This really does mean the world to me and Marcie. Thank you, Larry, Priscilla, and everyone that helped.
So honey, now take me into your loving arms, kiss me under the light of 1,000 stars, place your head on my beating heart. I'm thinking out loud, maybe we found love right where we are. When my hair's all but gone and my memory fades, and the crowds don't remember my name, when my hands don't play the strings the same way, I know you will still love me the same. 'Cause honey, your soul could never grow